G'day marshmallows and welcome back to the Cocoa Couch. We are watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Netflix adaptation, episodes 3 and 4. Yeah, guys, last week I really enjoyed episodes 1 and 2. I thought it was off to a really good start. To not compare it at all, I'm having a pretty good time, honestly. So I'm really excited to watch episodes 3 and 4. I like where the story's going. I like that things are a little bit different, so I feel really excited to see what's going to happen next, what changes they make, whether I like them or not. So without further ado, let's jump into it.
My mother and my brother, Nasija Basingsay.
She works at the palace. Fire Lord Ozai must die tonight!
Shivers, dude, alright. It's good to see that some Fire Nation citizens are even against it. Like, far out. What an absolute G. Being inside the palace. Wait. Walk up to him and assassinate him? It's the Fire Lord!
There is no way out. But you must have known this was a one-way journey.
We expected that all decent Fire Nation citizens would have welcomed being freed from your tyranny.
Ooh.
Don't you mean unity?
Ah. Peace.
Have I not led us to the brink of bringing the entire world under one rule?
Wow.
At what cost? Will it take another century of loss and suffering?
Get him.
Do not speak to me of loss.
Really, buddy? You're gonna compare your loss to his?
We in the Fire Nation have always prided ourselves on our resourcefulness.
Oh, you traitor. Really?
Azula.
Yes! Yes! Oh, that makes so much sense. Oh, damn. All right.
But there is one out there who cannot be stopped. The one who has returned to us. Yeah!
Oh! Oh, the screams! That's haunting.
The one who will restore balance to the world. Can you believe they think the Avatar has returned?
I can't wait to see more of Azula.
Zuko has found the Avatar?
Your brother has done the impossible. Just as I'd asked.
Oh! You're just trying to get them against each other. It's a tactic to make her more angry.
The Avatar. Really?
Oh man, now she really has some motivation to get this kid. I kind of like that exchange. It really kind of from the get-go makes Azula seem like she has a real reason, you know?
Weight shift.
Come on, Katara. Become the greatest waterbender you are meant to be.
You really need to reach inside and feel the energy flow. The monks always told us to find a place where emotion meets spirit. Tap into your feelings and gather energy from them.
What kind of feelings though? Like, we thinking good feelings or negative? Damn, she goes straight to the bad side.
Okay, it's time to go. We shouldn't stay in the same place for too long.
Yeah. Aww, little Momo. That's so cute. Yeah, it's a surprise that the scrolls don't explain that sort of stuff that a teacher can, you know? Like, go inside, like, find the motivation, the energy.
I liked her too.
Of course, I have no idea what she saw in you.
Ah.
I think it's another airbender.
Oh, really? So we're getting the northern air temple sort of stuff.
We have a window of opportunity. As long as the Avatar remains in this area, allow me to contact a few trusted sources. Very good. To the Fire Nation.
I don't like him.
Word is, Zhao failed his officer training program 3 times.
Did I ask for your opinion?
Damn, alright. He was trying to be nice. Oh, this poor guy is going to be so against you by the end of the show.
He was only trying to help.
He was gossiping about a superior officer.
An officer you don't like?
That's
Yeah.
We are Fire Nation. Even out here.
That's good, but there's a way to say don't gossip though, while appreciating where it came from, the kindness. Oh, holy moly. Mate, look how narrow though the entry is. I guess it was in the show, wasn't it?
What did I tell you before?
Bye.
I don't take kindly to outsiders in Omashu.
What makes you think we're outsiders?
Look at yourselves.
We just could use a little help getting inside.
Oh boy.
Let's have that at the turnip sack. Sure you can make that look good too.
Oh, dude. Yes, same sucker. Like, bro.
So how do you know we're not a threat?
Ooh.
The feeling?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, oh wow. 100% this guy's Jet. Like, he's the only guy that she's liked up till this point.
Oh, it wasn't a great crop this month. She told me I wasn't watering the turnips enough. Knew there was a reason I married her.
Irrigation, am I right?
Am I right?
My brother-in-law would agree if he could speak.
Oh, come on. That's so unnecessary. Why? I love watching earthbending in this show. It just looks so good. The weight of every move, just the place, the special effects and the landscape looks so good. It's a gorgeous show though. I don't think anyone can disagree with that. It just looks amazing.
Be careful. Omashu can be a dangerous place.
Now I'm wondering whether this is that same kid, right? From the Northern Air Temple episode. Oh!
Hey, watch out for my hill!
Dang, dude, you gotta say it. Come on. Now it's like an itch I can't scratch.
You're not an airbender.
An airbender? Of course I'm not.
Well, holy, what the?
Hey, we can't see.
She said that with so much fear. Like, Aang, we can't see.
He's an airbender, and you're a waterbender.
Teo!
Hey, there's his dad.
How was I supposed to know there'd be another bombing? Bombing? Nothing the Fire Nation does is an accident. You could drop bombs on them, rain down destruction.
Whoa. Dang, I didn't realize this kid was just so for the, you know, taking back their city.
Dad's the mechanist to the king of Omashu. He's responsible for maintaining the best parts of the city. Like a delivery system.
Okay, I kind of like that he's the one who came up with it.
If everyone in Omashu were as dedicated as you, this war would be over.
Oh, he admires him so much.
You'll really stick it to the firebenders. Make them pay.
Damn, all right. This guy's acting more like Jet did.
It's incredible. I mean, look at this.
Those are for cleaning under your toenails. It can get bloody.
Oh. All right.
Did you see the mechanism on that sorting machine? It's spring-powered, ingenious. I should have done that with our kayak racks back then.
Okay, I'm really glad he's into it. All the mechanism stuffs. Far out. They really are emphasizing the impact of war in this a lot more. It is a bit darker.
Being the Avatar isn't just about fighting. It's about helping people.
What about getting to the north?
If I'm going to save the world, I have to do it one person at a time.
Nice. I guess that means we need more episodes.
He's done the impossible. He's done nothing.
Hey! Ty Lee and May, I'm assuming.
Who's the one risking her life to root out traitors?
Whoa.
At least you got out into the city. Zuko may be banished. If I were him, I wouldn't want to come back.
The delivery is pretty good then.
And take away everything I worked for.
Technically, he is first in line to be Fire Lord.
Oh, girl!
Not that he deserves to be.
He doesn't. But now he has hope. And that's dangerous.
My mother told me stories of the Avatar and how he'd return one day. Dad, do you remember her stories?
What I remember is that your mother was taken from us by this cursed war. Worked hard and we kept our heads down. But it is how we'll survive.
You pretend like you don't care what's going on out there, but I know you hate the Fire Nation as much as I do.
This is so exposition-y.
I have a hunch about where the bombers might be gathering. It's high up on the mountain. The strongest stuff drafts are in the morning, so we should fly then.
I still need to fix the attitude control before I show it to the generals.
I can help with that.
Yes, let's sucker help. Thank you.
My sources say an airbender was spotted there. There are ways to gain entry if you know the right people.
Uncle Iroh and I will go. No one else.
Yeah, that's smart.
We know what it means to be on our own.
I like Iroh in this. Like, obviously he's a bit different, but, you know, what they're going for I really enjoy. Oh, good job. Oh, that's sus. Oh. Ah, it's him again. I knew he'd come back. He's got to be Jet. Come on.
Fire Nation spies.
Oh, the blue spirit mask was in the background. Yeah, there it is. You can already tell the clothing. He looks like him. Yep. Oh boy, this guy's bad news.
Who are you?
You can call me Jet.
He does a good job, actually. Like, I'm convinced. This looks awesome.
There's the cave.
I like that Omashu is like one side city and the other side looks like it's forest. That's really cool.
I wasn't sure you'd ever catch up.
Big talk for someone who's outnumbered.
Good thing I brought friends then.
Oh, whoa, were they literally just behind the trees? Whoa! Okay. Dude can just deflect fireballs. That's pretty cool. Yeah, come on. Those are like splashes. Oh, here we go. The squad. Come on.
Hey, buddy!
Oh. Come on, the Duke.
Awesome shooting there, long shot. Where are the good guys?
It's a bit cheesy, but, you know, that's how it felt when you're watching it in the show. I like it.
Where's he taking him?
Pipsqueak knows how to take out the garbage.
Ooh. The way he said that, it's already, like, malicious.
You coming?
Ah, the reed.
All you need to do is install a bleed valve to regulate pressure.
Very clever. Your father must be proud of you.
He's got more important things to worry about.
Protecting the ones we love is important, but I also know we must pursue the talents that we've been given.
You can do both. I mean, we've seen it before.
It's not always easy to find your path in life, but when you find it, you must embrace it.
Yeah, dude. I think what he needs to prove to himself is that he can use his engineering to protect the ones he loves.
Must be really proud of you. After the Fire Nation attacked our village, he kept us alive.
And you want him to do more?
I want him to see that we have to do everything we can to save the world. Because if not us, then who?
Ooh. Dang, that's a bit of a responsibility for Aang. Also, I like the parallel there. He wants his dad to be more of a warrior, to be brave, and his dad wants Sokka to allow himself to be more of a mechanic.
Firebenders haven't been able to track us here. Omashu isn't what it used to be. King lost his nerve, grew tired. Like corruption sprang up all around him.
So you just took it on yourselves to fight the Firebenders?
Well, if not us, then who?
Oh, there it is again. If not us, then who?
What are we now, Smeller Bee?
Freedom fighters!
I do like that it's showing more of the people in this universe.
Here, look. Blasting jelly. A few jars could blow half the neighborhood sky high.
I'm so dumb, I'd probably eat anything that glowed jelly like that.
The Firebenders weren't behind the explosion.
Okay.
My dad hid me in a well. I was 8.
They're all gone.
Mate. This feels way more personal. That was... Wow.
I know what it's like to lose family too.
Yeah.
It was quiet.
Goodness me, every time they show that, I'm like, oh.
I don't know anything about bending, but you have to use everything to help you fight.
Okay.
What do you remember when you think of your mother, when she was alive?
Yeah, that's a good way to think about it.
She would stop when the sun rose. She would watch and smile.
Remember the sunrise.
Yeah, bending is like using a happy thought. It's like Neverland. Damn. Well done. What about that? Jet helped her. He did something good.
We don't have to be afraid of our pain. We just need to decide what we're gonna do with it.
Yeah, just don't use it for bad, right? And I have a feeling that that's gonna come up later. You don't want to let your past consume you.
What are you doing? It's not often you get the opportunity.
I love that he's always eating.
What happened there?
Fire Nation agents in the city have taken to sowing terror.
Warriors don't hide their faces in a fight. Father would never approve of this underhanded tactic.
I have a feeling it was Jet's squad, since they're the ones being more dishonorable.
In return, I will keep in mind your loyalty and cooperation when the time comes for such debts to be paid, a time that may arrive sooner than expected. Princess Azula.
I really liked that. Her little monologue there was very Azula-like. That's so cool.
Hey, check this out.
Wow.
Teo and I found where the bombers have been getting their explosives.
Blasting jelly.
It looks like Mountain Dew that's been left out for 100 years.
You're not gonna believe this. I know who's behind the bombings. What? No, Jet's not the bad guy. Sai is.
Are you?
They're right. Sokka's right.
He's headed to the palace right now. He could be reporting everything.
You're wrong. I'm so sick of you treating me like I'm a little girl.
Then grow up.
Ooh. Bro.
Where are you going?
To prove you're a jerk.
Oh, yeah? Well, I don't need proof of that.
Sokka, come on, mate. Sometimes having the last word can backfire.
Would you like to try one of
Not right now.
Aww. I'd try one, mate. Behind you.
Just launched a big mission. Things might get a little hot for us around here.
A little hot, yep.
Are you hurt? No. No harm done. Okay.
Dude. Oh my gosh. That was too easy. Oh.
You're going to blow him up?
That's brutal.
This is our chance to burn out this city's diseased heart.
You are the bad guy.
Kitara,
Innocent people are gonna die, Jet.
That's the price of freedom.
Kitara! It's too late. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
I really like the guys playing Jet.
What's the fastest way to the palace?
It's at the highest point in the city, so we need to
Oh! Not good timing. No, not now.
get to the palace and stop Sai. This is my fight.
Dang, Aang has no time for games in this series.
Keep your firebending in check, or you'll have the Earth Kingdom army to deal with.
I don't need fire to defeat this boy.
Ooh, get him. I like his confidence. I love the choreography in this. It's so good. Come on. He's honestly doing so well considering he's not using firebending. Oh. Yeah, honestly, I was waiting for someone to defend him. Like, what the heck?
Sai said all routes lead to the palace. We just have to take this one to the end of the line.
The end of the line may be coming soon.
Oh, come on. Ooh. Mate, it feels way more dangerous in this live action. I'm like, oh, they could die.
Stand and fight.
For what?
You're an enemy of the Fire Nation.
Why you've been hunting me for 3 years?
Yeah.
You have my notebook.
You looked in my diary.
Airbender!
Oh.
My commentary!
Damn, we never got a scene that heart-wrenching. That was really brutal. Oh, there's the king.
Oh no.
Come on. Oh, come on. I love we're getting this in slow-mo. Yeah, get him.
Protect the king!
Yeah.
We must leave. Now.
Yeah, dude, you exposed yourself.
Find the firebender and close the gate! Go. Save yourself.
Dude, Iroh. I don't know why they couldn't have just both, like, ducked behind something, you know? Dang, Zuko. Oh, you can tell he feels so bad. Hey, what?
Uh-oh.
You just saw him putting the fire out. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's it? Okay. Okay. I thought that episode was all right, you know? Like, I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. But compared to the first 2 episodes, I definitely had a few more, like, issues with it, which is totally fine. Like, no show's gonna be perfect except for the original show, but we're not gonna compare that because that's just unfair. Like, whenever you compare it to the original show, you're just asking to not enjoy it, which I think is just a bad way to go about things. But that being said, I find it interesting the way they tried to take a bunch of episodes and put them all in the same setting in Omashu. You know, you've got the Jet storyline, you've got the Northern Air Temple sort of storyline. Well, not necessarily the storyline, but you've got the characters from it. I think it's interesting the way they're going about it. I can tell that the writers were obviously like, how can we condense a bunch of different storylines and just make them all play out around the same time, which is a really difficult task. I don't think the writing is objectively like fantastic. Like it's just meh, you know, it's very mid. But that being said, I think that the task that they're trying to accomplish, taking the source material from another show and combine them all, I think they succeeded. I think that they did really well considering what they're trying to do, if that makes sense. But if I'd never seen the original show and I was just watching this for what it was, I would say that the storyline was just like, meh, you know? I like the characters, obviously. I think Jet was really good. I like the actor that's playing him. I think he captures that charisma, but also with a dark side very well. And I kind of like that he taught Katara how to use her past, her emotions to, in a healthy way, to use waterbending, which I think is really cool. Because isn't waterbending about allowing your feelings and emotions to flow? You don't want to become like a dark side user of a waterbender. I feel like that's not good. Be like Hama. We're kind of getting our first look at Azula. I think the reveal was pretty cool. I liked the way that she rocked up. And I kind of like that we're getting to see her interact with Ozai a bit. Because obviously in the original show, right, we just had her pursuing the Avatar and trying to get rid of Zuko pretty early on. We didn't get any sort of motivation behind it. I like that in this version of the show, we're getting to see very early on Ozai almost manipulating her into wanting his validation and that sort of thing very early on. We already see that she's like competitive, like, oh no, like Zuko's doing exactly what my father told him to do. He might succeed. He might end up being the Fire Lord. I can't allow that. So we're getting her motivations pretty much straight away, opposed to slowly built up over the few seasons. And I can totally see why some people, well, probably a lot of people would hate that. But I like that we're just getting a different version of it. It's exciting. It's like, okay, cool. We know Azula straight away. I wonder whether this is going to make every fight, every interaction between her, Zuko, the Avatar more emotionally impacting, because we already know their motivations quite early on. I think it'll make for a much more interesting story. I think they did a pretty good job at taking Jet's motivation of wanting to exact revenge, right, on the Fire Nation, and taking it out on innocent people that just happen to be involved, and combining it with a character like this guy from the Northern Air Temple episode, who is basically a traitor, but he has to protect his son. So what he's doing is very morally questionable, but you can see how what he's doing is for a good reason. He's trying to protect his son. So it's interesting bringing those two characters together and seeing how they interact. You know, it totally makes sense why they decide to do that. And obviously we're going to get Boomy next episode, which is going to be interesting to see what happens, because Jet already alluded to him potentially being a lot different to the way he was in the animated show. So yeah. Anyway, I thought that episode was all right. I'm keen to see what happens in the next episode, because it seems like we're going to be in Omashu for a little bit longer, which is very interesting, since Omashu was only 20 minutes of the animated show, but we've already gotten an hour of it. So yeah. Anyway, on to the next episode. Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about Katara a little bit at the end of this episode. Far out.
General Ira.
It's good to see you, young Avatar. With any luck, he's probably halfway back to his ship by now.
I'm really starting to see what kind of person he is.
Dang, dude. Where's your empathy? I mean, like, I get it, but, you know.
The Earthbenders aren't exactly kind to their fallen foe.
Yeah, very proud people, right?
Were you working with the enemy?
Yes. I was trying to protect you. Firebender said that they would kill us, and then they'd attack the city if I didn't cooperate. Minor designs, nothing of any—
Dude, come on.
Anything can be turned into a weapon in the wrong hands.
Yeah, the balloon you literally just made.
You know what it means to make hard choices? Your father had to leave your family to go to war, leaving you, just a boy.
That was an honorable thing to do.
We do what we must to survive.
What? His father left to do the right thing.
My father would have never done what you did.
Yeah, don't you dare compare them.
I found him. Aang's in prison.
Yes, I'm sorry, but Katara never feels like anything's urgent. She's like, Aang's in prison. I'm sorry. That's like my only like gripe with this. Oh. Dang, bro, made it too easy for him. Oh, it's Zuko, isn't it? Yeah, he ain't leaving Iroh. He's an honorable dude. It's so satisfying hearing that theme every intro. Into the dark. Okay, wonder what that's about. Oh, all right.
Shaping is hard. Looks exactly like a sky bison. Supposed to be a badger mole.
Oh gosh.
Gravity-defying towers.
I like the parts of Omashu that aren't so depressing.
Cities are like people. They always have their dark side.
Seems pretty dark on all the sides these days.
Dang, dude, where's your optimism?
My brother, the Fire Lord, sees things through only one lens. Victory or defeat. Zuko's victory lies not in winning the war, but in winning his life back.
He'll listen to you. He owes you that much.
It is I who owe him.
Aww.
Far more than I can ever repay.
I can already hear the, that song.
The only way in or out is through the palace.
What about the tunnels?
The tunnels?
The secret tunnels.
Secret tunnel!
A fairy tale.
You told me you've seen them. Unless that was a lie too.
Ooh, get him!
Those who go in never come out. Vengeful spirits guard the passages.
Not just secret tunnels, secret haunted tunnels?
Yep.
To the pit.
An Earth Kingdom labor camp for prisoners of war. No one who's been sent there has ever been heard from again.
All right. Gee.
You're going to see the king.
I don't know. You might be lucky.
My Fire Nation contact.
Tell them you'll meet him, and go to the Earth Kingdom generals and let them know they can set a trap to round up these spies.
Yeah, it's a great way.
Any resistance and they'll send everything they've got at us.
Let them come.
Ooh, let them come.
It's time to stop hiding. It's time to fight.
Damn. I love how much conviction that little child has. Oh, goodness.
He's an airbender.
Oh, we're gonna get the tests? Come on.
Lotus root, pine bark, dried jasmine.
What?
Lotus root, pine bark, dried jasmine, steep for 2 minutes. Tea?
Oh.
Master of all 4 elements. He is the Avatar.
Dang. All right.
He's very, very good at rock skipping.
Boomy?
Hello, Aang.
Boomy!
He knows him already? Okay, get rid of all my knowledge of the animated show. See this through a new lens.
Pine bark? What idiot told you to put pine bark in it?
Damn. This guy's so rude.
Throw him
a feast. Come on, please.
A feast.
Yes. Come on. All right, so we're going to get a completely different Boomy. Okay, that's all right. I'm just going to follow my own advice. Be optimistic. See the positive. Oh, nice. She's going to get her the little sack of water that she can take with her. There you go. You got a portable weapon.
Jet.
Hey, Jet.
Not everyone out there is the enemy.
If you stand against us, you are.
Whoa.
You have to make hard decisions. That's what it means to fight a war. I thought you were on our side, on my side.
Jet, I've forgotten what you're fighting for.
Exactly. It's just vengeful.
She never wanted bitterness to fill my heart. You're not fighting for anything you love. You're fighting because of hate, just like the Firebenders.
Ooh!
I am nothing like the Firebender.
Get him. I don't know, man. Whoa! Katara. Yeah, get him. I didn't know she could do that already. Shivers.
Goodbye, Jet.
Woohoo!
Look at the power you have. That's because of me.
That wasn't you. That was me.
Hell yeah. Stuff you, Jet. I'd love to see her with a little bit more attitude. That's my only problem. For all we know, it could be the way she's being directed, though. You know? I don't want to just blame the actress.
You don't belong here.
I was assigned prisoner transfer duty. I'm late.
The old Firebender was taken to the pit. The other one's still here. Ball kid. The king wanted to see him.
Come on, man. Go after Iroh. Yep. Yep. It's so interesting that his scar's never an issue, you know, revealing his identity in this.
Short ribs from Kangaroo Island. Seaweed stew.
I'll take the stew. I don't eat meat.
That's right, you don't.
So he's just having big feasts while the city's suffering.
Was this a test?
A test? No. More like a game. Frozen in an iceberg for 100 years. Nice. The world is on fire. People are dying. Who got to sleep through it all?
Dang, man.
I wasn't there to help them.
Monks were always a bit flighty. Am I right?
Whoa.
I need to get to the Northern Water Tribe. Why you need to let me go?
Dude.
Let us leave.
This guy's like a senile old man.
Don't you care?
Have you been fighting the same fight? Have you watched your whole world burn down around you?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Challenge accepted.
What the heck is up with that? So hopeless, you know? Aang's at least trying to help the world. He's like, I woke up. I know I wasn't there, but I'm trying to help now. Oh, come on, please. Secret tunnel. When you find yourself in... Yes. So dig a bit and you... Perfect casting. Jewel of my heart. Come on, sucker, get into it.
Harmony. That's what we're all about. Harmony.
This guy's so high.
The tunnels probably aren't that bad.
Those are the tunnels.
Oh, wow. That actually looks like horror movie material. It's way creepier.
Yeah, I wouldn't go in there.
We have to find our friend.
You should probably see this. It's a tale of two lovers.
Oh, here we go.
Oma and Shu met on top of the mountain that divided their two villages. The villages were enemies. They learned earthbending from the badger moles.
Okay, yep.
They built elaborate tunnels so that they could meet secretly. Oma didn't come. She'd been killed in an attack. Shu wielded her earth-bending power. She could have destroyed them all, but instead declared the war over. The great city was named Omashu.
I missed that. She could have killed them, or she couldn't have killed them all.
Love is brightest in the dark. Remember that. Especially if you're going to go into the dark void from which no living being ever returns.
Yeah, awesome, dude. Good luck.
It'll be okay.
Why is it just them two, though? I know in the animated series, Sokka got out quite fine without love guiding them. I just wonder how they're going to go about this.
Secret mountain, secret tunnel.
Nice.
Yeah. They're doomed.
Oh, where's the optimism? Come on, man.
Fire Nation general who laid siege to Ba Sing safe. Someone might be tempted to take matters into their own hands.
Ooh.
Is there anything I can do to make your journey more comfortable?
Yeah, this guy's bad news. That was personal.
It's a long ride to the pit.
And I've got all the time in the world.
Dang, bro. Oh, that's right. He got that lotus tile, didn't he, from Omashu. Nice! Took inspiration from Lord of the Rings. Pippin dropping the little leaf thing. Oh, dude. Rock candy.
You should be careful where you step.
Whoa. Damn. Holy moly. Bro just destroyed it all.
What are you trying to prove? I'm trying to show you there are no easy journeys for the Avatar. Maybe I just wanted a bite of rock candy.
Interesting test. Just brute your way through everything. Come on, Zuzu. There it is. It's on the road. You see it?
I'm coming, Uncle.
Come on, mate. So how are these two going to get out of the cave of two lovers? I really hope they're not going to go a path I don't want.
Put out your light.
Oh, wow. He figured that out quickly.
Love is brightest in the dark.
They're pretty random.
It's a path.
Asaka, wait!
Katara, what is your problem?
My problem is you're not taking me seriously. I'm not a little girl anymore.
Yet you keep acting like one.
Ooh.
You couldn't even tell that a traitor is flat out lying to you.
Says the girl who fell for a terrorist.
Yeah.
Dad put me in.
You're not Dad!
Shivers, man. Where'd that come from? Not very diplomatic, these two. Is this going to end up being one of those sibling love things that help them get out? It still works. It's just disappointing, you know? It's not romantic between Aang and Katara. He's just going to pour on the floor. Mate, Iroh, that was so predictable.
Firebenders don't need water, right? The city had to ration fresh water after the first year of the siege.
My brother, though, he had a soft heart.
Right. Personal for him.
He was on watch the night you torched the Eastern Wall. By the time we put the fires out, there was nothing left of him to bury.
Oh.
He was 19. All that fighting. Ba Sing Se still stands. Was it worth it? We were at war. I was a soldier. You were a butcher. I can still smell smoke when I go to sleep at night.
Yeah, it's haunting. Yeah.
War pushes us to the edge.
Oh.
Some of us don't like what we find there. Is that your pitiful way of saying you're sorry for what you did? I wasn't talking about me.
Yeah, dude. Mate. They're really going into the impact of war on, like, individuals in this a lot more. It's so dark.
You have no humanity. You know nothing of loss.
Oh, dude. I think he does. Wow. From what we know about Iroh, it's almost like Loss has made this other guy a less compassionate human being, but Loss has made Iroh a much more compassionate human being.
Is it true he abandoned the siege?
After his son was killed.
He'll be forever known as a coward.
Oh.
Liu Tan will forever be hailed as a champion of the Fire Nation.
Thank you, Ozai.
Oh.
Uncle.
Zuko.
What a great honor to die in the service of the Fire Nation.
It's always about honor, isn't it? And achievements.
When my studies weren't going well, Lieutenant gave me this. He'd won it for finishing first in his officer class. He said it should belong to someone destined to do great things.
Aww. Zuko. The leaf from the vine in the background too.
Lieutenant never needed it. He was the strongest person I knew.
Zuko's so compassionate. He's so kind-hearted. Oh, and he sits next to him. Doesn't leave him alone. Oh, Iroh. So much anguish beneath. Oh gosh, mate, that scene. Oh, mate, that was on par with some of the stuff from the animated show. That was really good.
Jet, he helped me through some things. He knows how those memories can hold you back.
It came from a good place.
You know, Sai told me I should be an engineer. That was my true calling.
Yeah, and he was a traitor, right?
It was nice to hear someone tell me I had something to offer the world. Besides my superior fighting skills.
You led the tribe, protected us with nobody to help you. Dad never had to bear that kind of burden alone.
Yeah, dude, you had it harder.
You had it harder than him.
Well, there you go. Something about Avatar, just the whole universe. I just keep predicting things I say.
Crystals were just crystals.
Ooh.
Like I thought.
This shouldn't be here. We were here before, but this wall...
They're changing, and it's a labyrinth.
The Boomy I know, fun-loving, happy kid.
Very clever. It's all about games with you.
Oh.
Who cares about responsibility? Saving the world?
That's not what he's saying.
Goof off. Am I right?
He's trying to get to the northern... God.
One final game.
You're the one making him play games. He's trying to do his best right now.
As promised, the simplest one of all. You versus me.
Yep. Time to derobe.
To the death.
Oh, I was kind of hoping for like a bodybuilder, but that's okay. He's in pretty good shape for a 100-and-what-year-old man.
Any chance I imagined that?
Nope. It's the badger moles. Oh, shivers, dude.
Badger mole.
It does not look nice. Damn, Zuko. Come on, mate. Damn, he's capable. I love watching firebending in this. It's so good. Get him, Iroh. Oh. Their feet is their strength, their stance.
Do it. Do it!
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
We've all seen enough death.
It'd be proving that he's right if he killed him, but he's changed. Oh, dude!
That's what you get for showing an Earthbender compassion.
Dang, dude.
You should rest
No
before
time. They'll send more soldiers. You have to leave now.
Shivers, mate. Anytime I see earthbending or waterbending where they shoot things, it's like so deadly. Oh, shivers, dude. Splash! Bro, the way she runs. Yeah, they're showing love. Yep.
Love is brightest in the dark. Blind. They don't navigate by sight, by feeling.
Is that the same way really good earthbenders can sense people's feelings?
Excuse me, Mr. Badgermole? We'd really appreciate if you could show us the way to the palace.
Obviously the comedy's toned down a bit, but I like that Sokka's funniness comes from his deadpan sort of delivery. Shivers. Oh, dude! Bro, I love watching airbending. So negative.
You'd have known about that if you'd been around.
Oh my gosh, we get it.
You left us. You can't rely on anyone. Especially your friends.
He didn't leave on purpose. Oh, that's such a cheat. Ooh. Whoa.
Time for the game to end.
Whoa! Attack of the Clones moment. Let's go. Ooh. Wait, is he trying to kill himself?
Let it fall. It requires you to make impossible choices. You have to make choices like that day after day.
Oh, I get it. I get it, mate. It's tough, but...
You have to save the whole world.
What do you think he's trying to do?
No! Then the world is doomed.
Dang, so negative. Hey, buddy. Shivers, mate.
Well, kid, you sure know how to bring the house down.
You didn't do it on your own. You didn't learn anything at all.
What?
You can rely on your friends. That's the only way I'm gonna save the world.
Yeah, get him.
Remember this? I use it to call a friend. Call on an old friend.
Yeah, exactly. Move on. Damn, just like that? All right.
We've called up the reinforcements.
What's going on?
Fire Nation forces are on the move. The source tipped us off.
Yes, thank you.
The Avatar has places he has to be. But I do have one more challenge.
Riding the thing, yeah. You had to have it. Come on. My cabbages! Gosh, man. I love that they gave him so much attention, the cabbages guy. That was such a quick change of heart from the king, though. Oh, Zuko.
It's not too late.
You want to come with me?
I love that.
All the tea I need.
I don't need a babysitter.
How about a friend?
My father made it very clear that I'm not to return until I find the Avatar.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, Zuko, he knows that.
Home. Everything I need is on this boat.
That's so sweet.
Like I said, all the tea I need.
Oh, he's on the verge of tears. He's saying it all. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Zuko, there's someone that loves you. There goes Appa.
What is it, Zuko?
Nothing. Let's get you home.
Goodness me. A lot of changes in that. Far out. Yeah, no, it's definitely a challenge, I guess, if you've already seen the animated show, to kind of set aside the story that you're used to, I guess. It's so good that they're trying to honor the source material with some things. And I like that they're trying to make it their own thing as well. But sometimes it is hard to kind of let go of what you know about a character already. Like, I think the hardest thing in that episode was Boomy being so different to the way he was in the animated show, right? It's like, okay, he isn't this crazy guy that's still sort of steadfast in his beliefs. I think what they did with his character was actually all right. If you just see Boomy as not the Boomy from the animated series, and you just see him as this old friend that Aang had, who's become all senile and negative because he left him, right? His friend deserted him. His anger towards Aang totally makes sense to me. It's just a completely different interpretation. It's upsetting, especially if you've seen this show, right? Knowing what Bumi could have been like in this. But I get what they were going for. Instead of going with this angle of a compassionate, like, okay, Aang, you're my best friend. These are the things you need to know before you go out into the world. Here are 3 tests that are going to set you up for life, basically. Instead, he's basically like, you need to make sacrifices and make the hard choices. But it was out of anger. It was really personal. Outside of that, the writing's a little bit strange. Like the fact that he wanted to essentially have Aang kill him just to prove a point. You have to make hard choices. So kill your old friend. It's like so unnecessary. You can convey that message without doing something like that. It just felt so strange to me. And obviously him turning around and then supporting Aang at the end of the episode also felt a little bit sudden, but that's okay. Like it wasn't horrible. It was just meh again, you know? And the whole Cave of Two Lovers thing, having Sokka and Katara show like a family sort of love towards each other, and the Badger Moles can only sense that love helping them, I think is, you know, obviously very different take compared to the animated show. Without comparing it, it's fine, it works. But yeah, once again, it's one of those things where if you've seen the animated show, it's hard not to see what could have happened, and it's, you know, it can be disappointing. And I'm assuming I'm not the only one, right? I think everyone's sort of on the same page, well, most people, that while the show made some big changes and objectively it's enjoyable, if you compare it too much to the animated show, it is hard. You know, it's like, like it can be a little bit disappointing. I mean, the whole thing with Jet, I think that they handled that pretty well, actually. But my only problem is Katara is such a brick in this. I'm sorry. Like, everyone's doing an all right job. I especially like Aang's character. I like Zuko and Iroh. Sokka's, you know, pretty decent, but oh my goodness, I feel like we're getting nothing from Katara. I was hoping she was going to get a little bit better. It feels so strange even me talking about something I don't like. I'm usually so positive when I'm reviewing things, but every scene she's on, she's just, there's nothing really coming from her, which is unfortunate because she's one of the most emotional characters in the original series. Like, she has so much grief that she's buried, and she's just so snappy a lot of the time. She's like this overbearing sort of motherly character that's just very compassionate but also very stern. In this, she kind of just feels a bit meh, like there's nothing really coming from her. That's just me. I might be the only one. I'm hoping I'm not, but yeah. The highlight of this episode, and I might be alone in this, but I love the Zuko and Iroh storyline. I think we're getting such a far more in-depth insight into their relationship. I love that we kept getting those flashbacks and you got to see how compassionate Zuko was and why Iroh's so attached to him already. Well, you know, why he sees him as family. I think it's so beautiful. This is me just being really optimistic, but I feel like down the track, I think the payoffs of their relationship and the way that they treat each other is going to be so much more rewarding than the animated series. I know that there are a lot of problems with this show so far, and that's okay, but I love their relationship. I think it's done so brilliantly in this. I like that Zuko is a bit more compassionate towards Iroh. It makes it feel like as much as they disagree with each other, you can see that they love each other early on. I love that. It feels like they've been on the road together for a few years, which is, you know, it's really nice. What I also loved about the episode was just how much well, even the last 2 episodes, how much attention they gave to how people have been affected by war and loss. I think that they just focused so much on characters like Jet, the Earthbender guy who, you know, kept monologuing at Iroh. It really goes to show just how merciless people can become when they're faced with loss like that. And I love that Iroh was the opposite, right? You know, he became more compassionate. And Bumi as well, with Aang deserting him. Yeah, I don't know, this is a small detail, but I find it funny that they went with Aang just wanting to clear his head at the start of the show, and that's how he ended up out in the middle of the ocean. So it makes it feel like every character that's calling him out for leaving them, it doesn't feel justified. Where, I don't know, if he'd purposefully left and actually deserted them, it would have made far more sense. And I think the guilt that Aang feels would have hit a lot harder. But in this, it just feels like everyone's just cranky at him for no reason because of that. And Aang's just there going like, what the heck, guys? I want to help. I just tried to clear my head one day and I got stuck in a storm. That's what it feels like to me, which is such a shame. But, you know, oh well. I like those 2 episodes. I think the first 2 episodes I personally enjoyed. I heard a lot of people saying the show gets better and better. I think it took a slight dip when they got to Omashu, and but that's okay. It's still good. I'm just trying to be as objective as possible while still being optimistic because that's who I am. But yeah, I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are too. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Stay cozy.